That one is.
Because they're safety certified.
Yeah, Augie just told me. What is that? They got it. He just say had nothing, no updates.
Well, you could just say that the report's been.
Said that
Okay.
To the town clerk.
look back. He ranked another 100,000.
I've got 7 o'clock tonight. This is the Farmington Town Board meeting for February 27th. We do not have any public hearings tonight, so first thing is the Pledge of Allegiance, and Ed, could you lead us in, please?
Yep. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yep.
We have a full town board tonight and full staff. Next thing on the agenda is approval of our February 13th minutes.
So moved.
Second. Motion by Councilman Cassell, second by Councilman Oltz. Questions, changes? All in favor?
Aye.
Privilege of the floor, public concerns? Yes, sir. Just state your name for the town clerk and address.
Oh, my name is Robert Joslin. I live at 1352 Hathaway Drive in Farmington on the Free. And the respectful question I have for the board is there a plan to deal with all the vacant commercial property, especially the 96 and 332 corridor, like for example, the movie gallery building, the Last Call restaurant, the large concrete building that's next to Generations Bank? A lot of these buildings have been vacant for years, way past the point of anything that the previous, whether the previous owners went bankrupt or however it came to be empty. Is there a plan to take it over by eminent domain and get it to the point where it can be viable businesses again?
Actually, the movie place is storage for the auto parts place next door. So I don't know if there's going to be any change there recently.
Okay,
The concrete building used to be the Griffin Technology Building across from Tops. That property just sold within the last 60 days. And they put a for sale sign out front. So was it last Friday, Ron? You and I had a conversation, and Augie, I think it was, had a conversation with the guy that purchased the property. You know, ask him what he could do with it. There is a signal light scheduled for that location when the business picks up with all the development in that area, and a town road. Supposed to go north. So we gave him all that information and kind of see what happens on that one.
Was a bar, I think.
Actually,
Somebody else doing it? I saw it.
actually, we've heard them, the old
Yeah.
Cassidy's Restaurant and
Last Call.
Last Call, that building, next to Crossbur's, looks like it's gonna be a Mexican restaurant. They've been in doing repairs, slowly upgrading the inside.
I heard it was gonna be Diablo Loco, the one that was on 332.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least some of the people from there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Family.
and that's a follow-up question. And for the future, looking forward, is there a way that the town could make a local law that basically says if a commercial property is left vacant for longer than a year, that the town holds the right to take it over as eminent domain?
Yeah, not really, no. It'd have to be something that we had a use for, as a property for an eminent domain. So I don't see that. I mean,
Stay with.
there are some vacant land along 332 and 41 that has been sold, and we're waiting for somebody to develop it. We just can't announce any of that yet because they're not ready to build. There's also project tonight on the agenda, the old water park property that Whitestone Development wants to develop commercial on 96 and or 332 and County Road 41, and then put townhomes in behind that. So that's a vacant piece of plant property that is looking to develop. We just last meeting approved what we call Farmington Market Center. That's Top's property. So we approved the incentive zoning there. And the plan has always been for Canandaigua National Bank to come out front on the front part of that property. Tops has the option to put in their gas station. And Mavis Tire is indicated to the landowner there that they want to develop that property now that we've approved the zoning. And there's still at least 2 additional lots on 96 that could be developed by the current property owner. And I forget the size of the building on the east end of Tops, but there's enough room there to develop another addition or a separate building in the future for that piece of property. Sure, you're welcome. Anybody else? Anybody online? Public concern? The privilege of the floor? Okay, reports of standing committees, Public Works.
Yeah, down to wastewater treatment plant. A lot of this stuff is ongoing. We have been talking about getting quotes for a flash mixer down there. That has been ordered and just waiting on obviously delivery. And that's getting installed. Paving and drainage work is on hold. Just waiting for time and manpower to start that. Had some discussion about some door repairs and also some increased security options down at the plant. Had brief discussion about flow meters, which is again, always going to be ongoing. And also some manhole repairs on the Victor side of the system. And he's got 5 resolutions on the agenda tonight. And we can discuss those as they come up. Highway and parks, again, a lot of ongoing equipment maintenance. They've been cutting down a lot of trees, plowing and salting as needed. And chip pile was double ground up at the transfer station. And along with the plowing and snowing, doing some repairs for plow damage as well. Park side, getting equipment ready for summer, repairing picnic tables and benches. They've been doing a lot of tree removals on parks and trails. And also did some safety inspections on the buildings. And they took down the temporary fence over here at the town park as the contractor is now over there with their construction fence and has begun construction on the new pavilion over there. And he's got 3 resolutions tonight that we can discuss as they come up.
Thanks, Steve. Town operations?
Town operations met this morning. We have 1 resolution tonight. As the supervisor mentioned, the Farmington Market Center zoning project is moving forward with the preliminary overall site plan drawings. The Park and Recreation Survey has roughly about 395 people responded to it, and we still have another 2 days. If anybody still wants to take part in it, you can get on the town website for that. Town board expects to award a contract for conducting work under the TAP Sidewalk Trail Connection Grant Project, and that will take place at our next meeting on March 12th. The Ag Advisory Committee has requested a preliminary draft overlay district regulations to be discussed at our next meeting, and that's March 21st. And the Environmental Conservation Board is continuing to update the open space index. I don't know if Ed wants to talk about the market center, and then Ron will go over some of the things. That's all I have.
Thanks, Mike. Reports of other town officials, supervisor, went over this afternoon with our insurance representative on our yearly insurance bill. It's up a little bit more from last year, but it's $10,000 less than what they estimated, so that's good. Mike mentioned the TAP sidewalk grant, and that is basically to close sidewalks that are missing on County Road 41, Retensia, some places in 96. So we're looking forward to that. Also, on the county side, this is the week I have committee meetings, so my Operations and Insurance Committee meeting is at 1 o'clock tomorrow, followed by Ways and Means at 3 o'clock. And that's all I have, Highway and Parks.
Yeah, on the highway side, Steve was asking me at the last town board meeting how I was on my salt usage this year. So I figured I'd give you an update. So go back a few years to 2022. At this time, in February, we had used like 2,500 ton of salt we had ordered. Last year, which was a mild year too, we were at 1,812 tons. And this year we are at 1,200 tons that I've ordered so far. This year through the state contract, we've gone with, they went with Cargill instead of American. So one of the things with Cargill is you only needed to take 50% of your salt. You didn't have to take the 70% like American rock salt. So we only have to take another 1,250 ton to meet our 50%, which there's probably room in the barn now. I haven't ordered anymore because I want to get to the back of the barn and get some of that older salt out of there that's been in there for years. So we're trying to work our way back through that. Then we'll get our 50%. I know that the other towns, some of the other towns around, they try to go through their counties for a bidding process for the salt, which they seem to get a better deal than the state does. So I know Jim Fletcher from Canandaigua and Tim McElliott and them at the county are working on a county bid next year for salt, see what kind of numbers we can get. Hopefully it'll be a cost savings there.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's all I have.
And then,
Oh, yeah, I do have more. Go ahead.
uh,
So we talked about the playgrounds this morning.
yes, that's what I was gonna bring up.
Okay, I saw from Janine, the email, so that's good. Dan and Tim Bauer were able to get me, they'd already been working on playgrounds, so they got a bunch of options for the playground. So I took that down to the rec committee tonight, so they can look it over and give their recommendation what they'd like.
Good. So last year we did Farmbrook and Mertensi.
Mertensi,
And this year we're planning on upgrading the playground equipment at Pumpkin Hook.
Pumpkin Hook, yes.
On top.
Avoid the darker colored plastic.
Make that recommendation.
Yeah, Recreation Committee is meeting tonight.
So one thing that they were looking at was, one of the playground manufacturers made a fire truck. Hoping they made a yellow one, so they don't. They thought that'd be pretty cool down there to have a yellow fire truck,
Yeah, similar to Pumpkin Hook.
put the Pumpkin Up logo on the side of it. They only make red ones.
All right, thanks. Town clerk?
Other than our normal, job duties there, we also have been spending time in the vault up here, purging records to go downstairs, because unfortunately it is getting packed up here, so that's what we've been doing, this month.
It reminds me, late this afternoon, I got an email from SWBR engineers looking at the renovation downstairs, and they asked me, that vault, is that ever gonna be put into like an office area? And I'm like, no. Nope. Right. We need it for what it's there for now. Water and sewer.
The water department is in the process of changing meters throughout the town. We want to replace all of the water meters in homes in the next 5 to 7 years. So please, when somebody calls you to change your water meter, set up an appointment. And also, if you cannot be there, call us, because we send 2 guys out to do that. And you don't want to be there and not be able to do it.
Right. And also for those that haven't paid so far, tomorrow, door knockers go out and reminder that we're gonna shut them off if they don't pay. Well, it starts tomorrow, put them out. Building and zoning, hey,
We had 2 fire calls. Staffing, I just finished my codes class, so there's 3 of us now that are certified by New York State.
congratulations.
Thank you. We've been working on record management, the grants for the assessor. We finished that up, the boxes were picked up. And that's about that.
Thanks. Ed, planning board.
Certainly, next meeting, we have one item on the agenda officially with, the last 2 sections, Farmbrook, that's studying 1 lot. Final site plan, get that taken care of, get them moving forward. That's about all we got on the agenda.
We're coming.
Yeah, more's coming, guaranteed.
Ron, Director of Planning and Development.
Okay, just a little update on the survey. Last Friday, as Mike reported, there was 375 surveys that had been completed. This afternoon, I talked with Susan Charlin, and we're at 457. And we have received our first paper copy. So out of 458 surveys, 1 paper copy. The fire department is working with architects from MRB to design improvements to the fire station #2. These are priority actions in the county's hazard mitigation plan, and that is moving along quite positively. Just to clarify on the TAP grant, we do have a low bidder. We can't announce who it is until the state DOT gives us the clearance to do that. We've submitted the documentation to them today, and we expect we will have that on the agenda for your March meeting coming up. And the rest of them are projects that I did. Ed, did you talk yet? Okay, Paddock's Landing is got their overall approval. We talked about that. And we have, that's about it for me for now.
Preliminary, we didn't do final, right?
Yeah, overall preliminary.
Preliminary's done. I'll tighten that up and come back to final.
And the last thing is the town operations report will be posted tomorrow. I didn't get it done in time to catch Marcy before she left, and I didn't want to make her wait, so we'll put it up there on the website tomorrow.
It's a good place to find a lot of information on everything that's going on in town. So that'll give you some information. You can find that town ops report. If you can't, then the building department can point you in the right direction. Okay?
Thanks, Ron. Our engineers, Bill.
Yep, we have a resolution on tonight for the digester cleaning project. It's to be awarded. That's really ongoing maintenance of 4 digesters, so that gets done every in theory 5 to 10 years. So that's on track as the 2nd digester to be cleaned. Brickyard Road tank, we did actually receive the last of the bonds and insurance documents today. So we'll be ready to issue notice to proceed on that, and Ransco, who's doing the pipeline, will be starting very soon. On the Town Park Pavilion, we did also get an update from Loyal 9 today, after Public Works this morning. So they intend to start right away, and the schedule has, actually their original schedule is staying on track. But they'll be out there doing concrete, I think, this week, so that got distributed today. And still looking like they'll be complete by the end of May. So that's good. Hortensia, and Colette Road Water Main Project, also got submitted to DOH today, so that's ongoing. And then my understanding is that we are on track for the local government record management grant. don't quote me, but I think it's March 11th is the due date, so it sounded like Lori was on track to get that submitted. She had everything that she needed, so,
Just for the highway department records, right?
yep, and I think, yes, that's, yep. The third round of grant.
Yeah, so for the residents, we digitized all the building department records a couple years ago. The assessor's records are there now for total digitization, and then the next grant, we're hoping to do the highway department. And after that, there's money left over in New York State, we'll look at the town clerk's records.
3 grants so far in that program.
3 in a row.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's, 70,000 and change each time, so it's very good. Donna, assessor, welcome.
Thank you. I wanted to thank, speaking of the grants, Dan and his staff did an amazing job. Didn't even know they were in there, and they did a wonderful spreadsheet, so I want to thank them for that. And I am up to my ears in exemptions, so we're very busy right now. Exemptions are due Friday, so we're very busy, especially with Paula being part-time, but we're making it through.
Great, thank you. As we mentioned, recreation is having their meeting tonight at Intensive Lodge. And on the agricultural side, Hal, welcome. Any updates?
I submitted a one-page report to you guys. I would entertain any questions or discussion.
Yep, annual report for the ag committee is in the correspondence file. Thank you.
Nice report, by the way.
Yeah.
Conciseness is right next to God.
I was glad it wasn't 5 pages, Yeah.
That's how I knew Robin, right?
Hey, come on.
Okay, communications are on file. Reports and minutes are on file. Next is resolutions. First one is the resolution of the sympathy of the Kane family. Mark Kane is our recreation director. Thank you. Bear with me, I'd like to read this, please. Whereas the town board was deeply saddened to learn of the untimely passing of Richard Kane on February 12, 2024. And whereas Richard was the father of longtime Farmington Recreation Director Mark Kane, now therefore be resolved, the town board adopts this resolution extending its sincere sympathy to the Kane family and spreading his memory upon the minutes of this board meeting. And be it further resolved that the town clerk forward a copy of this resolution to Richard's son Mark and his family in New Silvery Lane, Victor, New York. All in favor? Aye. Number 2 is a resolution waiving the Retention Lodge fee for the South Farmington Friends Cemetery Foundation fundraiser.
Second.
Motion by Nate, second by Mike. Again, this is their annual pancake breakfast. All in favor? Aye. 3 is a resolution appointing Sonia Phelan to the Conservation Board.
Second.
Motion by Ron, second by Mike. And we still do have at least one more vacancy on the board. All in favor? Aye. 4 is a confirming resolution authorizing the acting water and sewer superintendent to hire George Marshall as an MEO in the water and sewer department. And the rate is $20 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
And this would be started work yesterday. All in favor? Aye. 5 is a resolution for Devin Murphy's successful completion of probation at the highway department.
So moved.
Second. Mike, second by Nate. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 6 is a resolution authorizing the highway park superintendent to approve the backflow repairs at the highway building to be completed by Kennedy Mechanical Contracts.
Second.
Motion by Ron, second by Nate.
Steve.
Excuse me, by Steve. And again, the building is like 8 years old now, and starting to show a little wear and tear.
Oh, it's 11 years old.
11?
Going on 11.
Oh my God,
We moved in there in 2013.
time flies. Wow, 11 years, okay. All in favor? Aye. Seven, to confirm a resolution authorizing the highway superintendent to sign right-of-way mowing contract for New York State Route 332.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mike, and second by Ron. All in favor? Aye. Eight's resolution to award the contract for the wastewater treatment plant primary digester two for cleaning.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Ron. This is the second one in a row here we've done. We did have multiple bids. This is a little over $112,000.
It's a good thing we read that.
And it's a good thing to rebid it, yes.
Thank you, guys.
And this company came out of nowhere out of Vermont. Everybody had something good to say about it, so that's good. All in favor?
Aye.
Ninth resolution approving the purchase of parts and service call from Hydradyne Engineering. So,
Second.
motion by Nate, second by Mike. And again, this is like 2016, 17 Hydradyne, we've got a bearing going bad in it, so it's not a total rebuild. All in favor?
Aye.
Ten's a resolution authorizing acceptance of service proposal with Seaward Equipment for pump station 4 controller. Second. Moving around, second by Steve. Pump station 4 is on Loomis Road. Eventually, that will get a generator here in the next couple of years too. All in favor? Aye. Number 11, one resolution here. Resolution accepting the most recent incentive zoning concept plan for Whitestone Incentive Zoning Project. Authorizing the Director of Planning and Development to draft a local law to authorize the town clerk to amend the town's official zoning map, prepare a referral and submit the necessary documentation to the Ontario County Planning Board for its review at its March 13th, 2024 meeting, and making a recommendation to the town board and scheduling a public hearing on this action for Tuesday, March 26, 2024.
So moved.
Second. Motion by Mike, second by Ron. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. One nay? Nay. Two nays. And let's see, next is abstract 4 to pay the bills of 2024. General fund, $124,048.66. Highway fund, $287,633.58. North Road Capital Project, $350. Town Park improvements, $418. Water tank repair, $15,410. Storm drainage, $3,482.58. Lighting district, $2,046.67. Sewer district, $119,408.93. Water district, $37,728.41. Payroll deductions, $8,188.41. Roll abstract, $598,725.24. We have a motion to this. So, second. Motion by Mike, second by Steve. Any exceptions? Any changes recommended? All in favor? Aye. Thank you. We have no training under $100. There is a discussion, waiver of the late fee. The address is 6108 Loomis Road, Silver Point Management. They did send us an email requesting that the late fee be exempt, not have them pay it. They said they were a new company. They had just taken over the business and didn't get the bill. However, when we checked the mailing address, it's the same exact mailing address. Ontario County doesn't have a change of ownership. It's just a change of name. So my recommendation, we don't waive the fee. Agree? All right, cool. We'll let them know. Thank you. We do have one waiver of the rules, resolution approving the proposal from Elmer Davis Roofing for roof repairs at the wastewater treatment plant. The cost not to exceed $5,680. So.
Second.
I don't know which first, there was a time. but- And all in favor? Aye. Anything else we brought to this town? Anybody online? We brought to this information to the town board? I'll move for adjournment. Motion by Nate, second by Mike, and all in favor? Aye. 7:30. Great meeting, thank you.
Yes.